It is reported that across the nation, more people are seeking justice pro se. That is, they're fighting their own cases. And the article seems to suggesting that it's because of an economic consideration. I think it's far beyond economics. I believe that, and this person here who they're using in this story, as you see, she's standing before the family services, and I think it's about custody. They're trying to take her child away and so on. And in matters like this, it's better for you to handle the case yourself, because the attorney, generally the public defender's attorneys, are working. They're appointed by the judge, and they have a good relationship going with the Department of Children and Families. And that's the way they make the living, by the judge appointing them to cases. So they're not going to oppose the judge. And furthermore, many of them are involved in adoption. In other words, somebody will pay them some money to get a child for them to adopt. And I suspect they pay, they should pass the money around. Department of Children and Family attorney gets some. And they will request a certain type of child. I need a white child with blonde hair, green eyes, this age and so on. And he's going to run this attorney, who might even be working, defending parents, will pass it by the Department of Children and Families attorneys. And they'll pass it on to the people who are working in the field. And they'll say, oh, I know a child like that. We are taking some of our children already. So they're going to get somebody to calling, or they're calling abuse themselves. Show up, take the child away, and when they go to court, judging it, they're gonna say, look, we can mediate this thing. We don't have to go to trial. Let's mediate it, and we'll come to a good understanding. And the attorney usually said, no problem. You even try to encourage you to mediate. Now, mediation, it seems to be a strategy to save time and money, but basically it's to ensure that your child is taken away permanently. What they will do is, they will come to some fictitious things and say, well, you will have to have stable employment, stable housing, pay child support, go for counseling, do child training, and so on. Now, it sounds easy, and you say, okay, no problem. When you go over to these people for the services, oh, you're in trouble. They're going to start cussing you, they're going to start beating you, shouting down you. They will ensure that you have no employment. They will go to who you're working for and tell them, listen, we want you to lay this person off. Where you live, they will come and put fleas in your house. They will put fungus in your bathroom. They will even work with the landlord and upset the sewer system, so the sewer will be just falling in the yard. And those will be reasons when they come back for a visit, and they find these problems, they say, oops, or you might move out on your own. Say, I don't like this situation, you move out. You go to the second house, you do the same thing, and you move again. So now it means that the first house, you will miss the 3 months or 6 months of stability of housing. The second one, something else. So within a 3-month period, you move 3 times. So you're out. So you lost employment, you lost your housing credibility. And the counselors they send you to, they're going to beat you up, they're going to shout at you, telling you that you're this, you're that. And in my case, they would even tell the woman to call in and report that you have a mental problem, that you're a danger to yourself and to her and to the child. And that would be enough for them to come and take you and put you in a mental institution for observation. And then they have you where they're going to put drugs in your system and make you be kind of like crazy, and they're going to recommend this, and then they put you on psychiatry. So you lost your child. So in a case like, and furthermore, they don't have you can't appeal it, because when they determine that, you don't qualify and you fail, and they terminate your parent rights, you have no recourse, because you had agreed to mediation. But in my case, I said, no, my girlfriend, they've done this to her so many times. I said, no, I'm going to court. So they have no evidence, and then now they're going to use the system. They're going to use the post office to obstruct your notices, when you file the paperwork, they're going to take it out of the system, change it around, and do their own thing. So it's cruel. So if I were to have another problem with the Department of Children and Families, I wouldn't worry these public defenders. I would defend myself. But then on the other hand, the judge can come back and say that you're not competent, and so you're stuck. So this lady here is doing the right thing by defending herself, because this is the only hope that she could save herself and get her child back. The attorneys, they don't do anything. They don't oppose nothing. They just sit down and they have this buddy thing going. They will even promise them some things. Look now, that case you have over there, we could help you, sort of win this one, because we need this child real bad. Somebody's going to pay big bucks for that child. So this thing is so corrupt, and I think that Congress and the Department of Justice should look into this racket that is going on. I believe basically like Canada, public defenders should not be appointed. You should have a voucher. The money that they can pay, give it to you, give it to the parent, that you could go and shop and get an attorney who defends people, who will stand up to the judge, who will tell the Department of Children and Families no, who will say no to mediation and go to trial and vigorously fight your case. And then you're appealing again the same situation. You don't want the judge to appoint somebody who's going to appeal his ruling. So this thing is so corrupt that, especially like in Florida, Jacksonville, Florida, the judge put in, and Saladino, Summer Saladino, and the others. I mean, and Children Home Society is just outrageous. So I commend anybody who's going to defend themselves, because it's the way to go.